Hi everyone, it's Lisa. Season 1 of Lisa's Life, all 9 episodes, is finally complete. This video is a special full version that puts all the episodes together. If you haven't watched the originals yet, make sure to check them out too. Each one includes key phrases to remember and comprehension quizzes to test your understanding. If you're watching Lisa's Life for the first time today, just sit back and enjoy the story. If you've seen it before, try to recall the expressions you've learned as you listen. And if you're one of the loyal fans who've watched it many times, why not shadow along with the dialogue this time? This is an audio drama, so you can enjoy it anytime, while commuting, cooking, or just relaxing at home. All right, let's get started. It was 7:30 a.m. I opened my eyes and looked at the clock. Oh no, I overslept. I was supposed to wake up at 6:30. Today was my first day at my new company, a big marketing firm in the city. I rushed out of bed, got dressed, and grabbed my bag. No breakfast, no coffee. Just me, my nerves, and the subway. When I finally reached the office, I was 10 minutes late. My heart was beating so fast. The receptionist smiled kindly, but my new boss, not so kind.
You're late.
I'm sorry, it's my first day.
First impressions matter. Don't forget that.
She said, first impressions matter. That means the first time people see you is very important. I felt small, like a little mouse. But I told myself, I'll do my best. I won't give up. At lunch, I tried to relax. I sat alone with my sandwich. My hands were shaking. Starting a new job is never easy. When I finished, I took the elevator back to my floor. The doors opened and someone stepped in. A tall man, maybe early 30s, with kind eyes. He smiled.
Hi, you must be new here. I'm Daniel.
I smiled back. Yes. I'm Lisa. Nice to meet you. The elevator was quiet, but his presence was calming. When I said, "Nice to meet you," it's a polite way to greet someone for the first time. Simple, but always good. When we arrived at our floor, Daniel waved and walked away. I felt a little lighter. That night after my first day, I couldn't sleep well. I kept thinking, why was Daniel talking to my boss? Did they know each other? Is he on her side? Or maybe he's just her friend? The thoughts went round and round in my head. Finally, I told myself, Lisa, stop overthinking. Focus on tomorrow. Don't make another mistake. The next morning, I woke up early. No oversleeping this time. I even had time for a quick breakfast, just toast and coffee. When I got to the office, it was still quiet. The building was half empty. I felt proud. Yes, I did it. I'm early today. I walked confidently down the hallway, holding my cup of coffee and a small stack of papers. And then, the cup slipped. Hot coffee splashed across the white papers. Oh no, not again, I gasped. Just then, my boss walked by.
Lisa. Unbelievable.
Her voice was cold. She didn't even stop. She just shook her head and kept walking. My face burned red. Seriously? Day 2, and I already look like a mess. Then Sarah, my teammate, came over. She looked friendly, with warm eyes and a calm smile.
Hey, don't worry, accidents happen. Here, use these tissues.
Thanks. I feel so clumsy.
Don't let it ruin your day. We all spill coffee sometimes.
The phrase, accidents happen, means mistakes are normal. Everyone makes mistakes, so don't be too hard on yourself. Her kindness felt like a warm blanket. I took a deep breath. Thanks for having my back.
Of course, we're a team, right?
That was the first time I felt I had an ally in the office. Later that morning, while waiting for the elevator, I heard a voice.
Rough morning?
I turned and saw him smiling. He had a relaxed energy that made me feel calmer. You could say that. I spilled coffee everywhere.
Hey, don't worry. Everyone has days like that.
For a moment, we stood in silence. I hesitated. Should I just smile and leave, or... Daniel pulled out his phone.
Here, let me give you my number. In case you ever need a friend at work.
He handed me his phone. My hands shook a little as I typed my number in. Thanks. I appreciate it.
No problem. Text me anytime.
Text me anytime means it's okay to message whenever. It's a friendly, casual phrase. The elevator doors opened. We both stepped in. For the first time since I started the job, I didn't feel completely alone. That evening, back at home, I lay on my bed replaying the day in my mind. Coffee stains, Sarah's kindness, Daniel's smile, his number in my phone. Suddenly, my phone buzzed. A message from Daniel.
Don't let today bother you. You're doing fine.
I stared at the screen. My chest felt warm. A small laugh escaped my lips. Maybe this job wouldn't be so bad after all. The next morning, I arrived at the office early. Before starting work, I looked at Daniel's message again.
Don't let today bother you. You're doing fine.
I smiled without realizing it. For the first time since starting this job, I felt a little lighter. Then suddenly,
Lisa, can I talk to you for a minute?
I froze. It was my boss. She was standing right by my desk. My boss led me into her office. My hands felt sweaty. Was she going to fire me?
Lisa, about the coffee yesterday.
I held my breath.
Be careful next time. That's all.
That's all? I almost laughed with relief. Yes, I understand. Thank you. She nodded and turned back to her computer. Meeting over. That evening, on my way out of the office, I heard someone call my name.
Hey, Lisa, how's your day ending?
Better than it started.
Good. Listen, would you like to grab dinner sometime this week?
My heart skipped. Dinner? With him? Sure, that sounds nice.
Great. How about Friday? There's a quiet Italian place I like.
Friday works. The phrase, "that sounds nice," is a polite, friendly way to accept an invitation. Friday came quickly. I stood outside the restaurant, smoothing my hair, feeling my hands shake. Why am I so nervous? It's just dinner, but... It's Daniel! He arrived looking relaxed, holding the door open.
Lisa, glad you came.
Of course. Thanks for inviting me. Inside, the lights were soft and the smell of pasta filled the air. We sat down, menus in hand.
So tell me about yourself. Where are you from?
Chicago is home, but I just moved back here after college.
Nice. What do you like to do outside of work?
We kept talking, slowly warming up. Then I remembered something that had been on my mind since my first day. Actually, can I ask you something?
Of course.
On my first day, I saw you talking with my boss in the lobby. I was surprised. Do you know her? Daniel smiled and nodded.
Yes, we went to business school together. We weren't close, but we worked on a few projects in class.
Really? Wow, that explains why you two looked familiar with each other.
Yeah, she hasn't changed much. Still serious, still focused. But she's smart. If you work hard, she'll notice.
Daniel said, "We worked on a few projects in class." That means they studied together and did group assignments during school. His answer made me feel relieved. The mystery was solved. I see. Thanks. Honestly, I was curious about it.
Now you know.
The conversation flowed more easily after that. We talked about food, travel, and silly stories from childhood. I started to feel more comfortable. I'm a little nervous, but it's nice to get to know you.
Take your time. I like listening to you.
After dinner, Daniel walked me to the subway.
It was nice to get to know you better.
Yes, it was. I was a little nervous, but I had a good time.
Me too. Let's do it again.
The phrase, "It's nice to get to know you," means you enjoyed learning more about someone personally. When I got home, I replayed everything in my head. His smile, my nervous laugh, and his words, "Let's do it again." On Monday morning, I arrived at the office, still feeling confident after my nice evening with Daniel on Friday. But confidence can be dangerous. At my desk, I opened an important project file on my computer. I was supposed to organize the client's presentation slides. I pressed a few keys too quickly, and suddenly everything disappeared. No, no, no!
Lisa, what happened here?
I think I deleted the files by mistake. I'm so sorry.
Lisa, this is serious. We needed this for the client meeting today.
This is serious means something important has gone wrong and needs attention. I felt my stomach drop. My hands were shaking. I was devastated. How could I make such a mistake? But then I remembered something Sarah said before. Accidents happen. Don't let it ruin your day. I took a deep breath and said, I take responsibility. Let me try to fix this. I spent the next hour carefully recovering files, checking backups, and retyping lost slides. It was stressful, but I focused. Meanwhile, Daniel sent a quick message.
Hope your day is going okay. Don't stress too much.
Reading it made me smile. I wasn't completely alone in this. Finally, after hours of work, I restored the files. I double-checked everything. Perfect. Boss came by.
Lisa, you fixed it. I'm impressed.
Thank you. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Good. We all make mistakes. Learn from it.
We all make mistakes is a reminder that everyone messes up sometimes. That afternoon, the client meeting began. I sat quietly as my boss presented the slides. The clients nodded, satisfied. I felt a wave of relief. My hard work had saved the day. As I was leaving, Sarah smiled at me by the coffee machine.
Rough day?
Yeah, but your advice helped. Accidents happen. Don't let it ruin your day. I kept reminding myself of that, and it made a difference.
See, you survived. You're stronger than you think.
I felt proud. Even though I made a mistake, I didn't give up. That morning, my inbox pinged. A new client wanted to reschedule a meeting, but there was a note. Please include Daniel in the presentation. I felt my stomach twist. Daniel? He's so confident. Would I look inexperienced next to him? At lunch, Sarah encouraged me.
Lisa, you've got this. Just prepare well and you'll shine.
I nodded, but I whispered to myself, this presentation could really be a turning point in my career. Turning point means a very important moment that changes the direction of your life or situation. So I spent the afternoon reviewing slides, rehearsing my part, and practicing phrases in front of the mirror. The day of the presentation arrived. The client sat across the table, serious faces, notebooks open.
Lisa, why don't you start us off?
Of course. Thank you. My heart was pounding. I spoke slowly, carefully. I explained the project overview, highlighting key points. Daniel jumped in smoothly.
And to add, here's how our design will solve your challenges.
He was confident but supportive, not stealing the spotlight, more like guiding the flow. I gained courage. My voice grew stronger. After 20 minutes, the client nodded.
That was clear and professional. Thank you.
My boss smiled slightly. Relief washed over me. Later, as we left the meeting room, Daniel came up to me and said,
You nailed it.
Really? I thought I sounded nervous.
Everyone's nervous. But you were convincing. That's what matters.
You nailed it means you did something very well, almost perfectly. Walking back to my desk, I felt lighter. Maybe I was capable after all. That evening, I got a text from Daniel. Want to celebrate the presentation? Drinks on me. What will I say? Find out in episode 6. At my desk, I was organizing project documents when I noticed Sarah walking quickly between drawers and shelves. She opened and closed files, flipping through papers, her eyes scanning anxiously. So I asked, Hey Sarah, are you looking for something?
It's nothing. Don't worry.
Are you sure? You seem stressed.
Really, Lisa, it's fine.
She turned away a little too quickly. Her reaction felt unsettling. Unsettling describes something that makes you feel uneasy or uncomfortable. That evening, I met Daniel at a quiet bar. The lights were warm, the music soft.
You've been doing really well lately. I can see your confidence growing.
Thanks. Honestly, it's because you've been supportive.
Well, everyone needs someone who believes in them. And I like spending time with you outside the office.
I felt my cheeks warm. The conversation flowed so easily. For a moment, I thought, maybe I can really trust him. Then, Daniel excused himself to go to the restroom. I glanced at his bag sitting beside me. The zipper was slightly open. Inside, I saw a clear folder. It looked exactly like the one Sarah always carried. My chest tightened. Why would Daniel have Sarah's file? When he returned, he smiled, completely normal. But I couldn't focus on his words anymore. My mind kept circling back to that folder. Being with Daniel no longer felt exciting. It felt unsettling. The next morning, Sarah was on the phone discussing some money matters. She looked unusually tense at her desk. Hey, Sarah, you seem stressed. Do you want to talk?
It's complicated. I don't know who to tell.
You know you can confide in me, right? Confide in someone means to trust someone and tell them a secret. Sarah hesitated, then whispered,
My father has colon cancer. He needs surgery soon, and the cost is overwhelming. I even thought about selling some project materials to a rival company, but Daniel already found out. He confronted me and took the file before I could do anything.
Overwhelming means very great in amount or effect. That sounds really stressful. But Sarah, you shouldn't put yourself at risk like that. It could jeopardize your career. To put oneself at risk means to do something dangerous or harmful. Jeopardize means endanger or put in danger.
I know, but I was under immense pressure. I felt trapped.
Under immense pressure means experiencing very strong stress. Just then, Daniel entered the office.
Sarah, I've already secured the materials. You don't have to worry about them anymore. Now let's focus on finding a safe solution for your dad.
Thank you. I didn't want anyone else to get in trouble because of me.
I know a hospital that specializes in colon cancer surgery. They also have an affordable insurance plan. Let's check it together.
Really? That could make a huge difference. Thank you so much.
Later, I watched as Daniel and Sarah discussed project details while joking softly. Their bond grew visibly stronger. I forced a smile, trying to hide the little pang of jealousy I felt. Force a smile is to smile even if you don't feel like it. Their professional collaboration gradually shifted into something warmer. Sarah's problem was being handled, but my feelings about Daniel and Sarah were complicated. Next day, I walked into the office, still feeling a mixture of relief and anxiety. Sarah seems calmer now, but seeing her and Daniel together makes my heart sink a little. I don't want to lose him to her. Just then, my boss appeared with a cheerful smile.
Lisa, I have 2 tickets for the basketball game next Friday night. I can't go anymore. Would you like them?
I blinked, my heart in my mouth. I felt this could be my chance to take initiative. Thank you very much for giving me the concert ticket. I truly appreciate your kindness. Okay, maybe I can spend time with Daniel outside work. I just need courage. Meanwhile, across the office, Sarah and Daniel were reviewing a project report together.
I think if we tweak this section, the client will be much more satisfied.
Tweak means to make small changes.
Good idea. You always notice the details I miss.
Well, someone has to keep us out of trouble.
I don't know what I'd do without you. Seriously.
You don't have to worry. We'll figure everything out together.
I watched from a distance, feeling a little pain in my chest, but also relief that Sarah's stress was easing. Later that afternoon, I approached Daniel at his desk, summoning all my courage. Summon means to call or bring forth. When we say summoning all my courage, it means gathering all my courage or making myself as brave as possible. My heart was in my mouth as I approached Daniel. Hey, Daniel, I got tickets for the basketball game next Friday. Would you like to come? Daniel looked pleasantly surprised.
Really? That sounds great. Thanks for thinking of me.
I forced a happy smile, my chest tightening with excitement. Okay, I did it. This is my chance. Let's see where it goes. Meanwhile, Sarah, still at her desk, was unaware of my bold invitation. She was just happy her father's surgery plans were on track and that Daniel had been so supportive. From Monday to Thursday, I couldn't help noticing how comfortable Daniel and Sarah seemed working together. They laughed a lot, shared ideas, and I tried to stay calm, but deep down, I felt uneasy. Then Friday morning came. When I got to the office, Daniel and Sarah were just about to leave in his car to meet a client. I should feel more at ease, since Daniel and I already promised to go watch the basketball game tonight. But still, seeing the two of them together makes me uneasy. I had just finished a meeting with a colleague when my boss approached me.
Lisa, I just heard Sarah's father got ill. Daniel's driving her to the hospital from the client's meeting. In the afternoon, I suppose she can't make it to another presentation. So could you substitute for her?
Of course, I'll handle it. As soon as my boss walked away, I let out a quiet sigh. I hope Sarah's dad will be okay. But Daniel and Sarah together all morning? I was torn. What if he cancels tonight's game? By early afternoon, I finally got good news. Sarah's father was recovering. I felt so relieved. A little later, Daniel came back to the office, looking tired but smiling.
Hey, Lisa, it was a bit of a crazy morning. Sarah's dad's feeling much better now.
That's such a relief. I'm really glad he's okay.
By the way, still up for the Bulls game tonight?
Of course I am. That night, the stadium was packed with cheering fans. We sat side by side, shouting and high-fiving every time the Chicago Bulls scored. Come on, Bulls, you got this!
Wow, you're louder than the mascot.
It was a close game, and in the final seconds, the Bulls won by just 3 points. We both jumped up cheering like kids.
Oh, what a night. That was intense.
Yeah, and I think we needed this night too.
Actually, I made a reservation nearby. I thought we could celebrate properly.
At the restaurant, the lights were warm and soft. I looked around, smiling. This place is beautiful. You really planned everything.
Well, Sarah actually helped me pick a nice place for us to go. She said I should take you, and that she's rooting for us.
Wait, really? That's so sweet of her. He looked at me for a moment, then spoke gently.
Lisa, I really like you. I want us to be together.
My heart skipped a beat. I'd like that too. Two months later, I got promoted at work. Daniel did too, and he's about to transfer to another city. Even with all the changes, we're stronger than ever. And that's how season 1 of Lisa's life comes to an end, with love, growth, and new beginnings. Thanks so much for watching Lisa's Life, Season 1. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss Season 2. Keep listening, even while commuting or doing housework, and these expressions will soon become your own. If you want to review, check out the original episodes too. I'll be posting short lessons on expressions from this drama soon, so don't forget to subscribe. Season 2 and a new story are already on the way. See you soon.
To the way it was before, it'd never be the same. All that we know is the game, but at least you're happy now.